Finally, you're here.
Welcome, beautiful soul, to the Frequency DJ podcast, a place where you can find the right guides for your spiritual journey. Welcome, beautiful soul, to the Frequency DJ podcast. I'm so happy that you're here with me. This is another solo effort, little old me, talking about something that is really relevant right now, and that is the power that we, the people, have when we come together for mutual benefit. In this case, I think for a very long time, we've actually been confused into thinking that we don't actually have, we don't have power. But that is such a lie, especially when it comes to making decisions that are good for humanity, for the general populace, right? So I feel like we have forgotten that in the hierarchy of governance, for example, you have God right at the top, and that can look like whatever that looks like for you. You know, whether it's a guy, a bearded man sitting on a throne looking down from the heavens over you, or if it's, you know, source energy or universal energy that flows through everything, that gives everything life, whatever it is, whatever God is for you, okay, it doesn't matter. The point is God is at the top. Second to God is us, humans, we the people, okay? What's you and me? Third is the entity government, okay? And then under government, you have the elected government officials, right? So if you notice that in that hierarchy, that government and government officials are actually underneath us, okay? Because we elect them. They work for us. It's not the other way around. I feel like they've got it a bit twisted. Everyone's got it a bit twisted right now. And people think that they have to just bend over and take whatever the government says to do, right? But that is not the case, because they work for us. And there's actually a lot more of us than there is of them. So can you imagine if we actually banded together, if we came together and formed that community that we are, really, essentially, we're a community. And if all our communities came together and we came to an agreement over something that we all want, for example, the freedom of choice is a massive one. Okay, I think we all want that. I believe, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I believe that we all want that. Freedom of choice. I know I want that, and I know everyone I'm surrounded by wants that. You know, we don't want to be made or coerced into doing things that we don't want to do, but we do them because we feel that we have to, otherwise we're going to lose XYZ, okay? That is not choice. That is coercion. So if we all came together and said, no, we're not going to stand for this because we rule over you, you work for us, and if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be here, so you better do what we say. Guess what? They're going to have to do what we say. That's how it works. But somewhere along the line, we've lost that. We've lost that knowledge that we actually are far more powerful, and especially when we band together. But right now, and it has been by design, we are divided. And that is how they have power over us. That is how elected government officials who are supposed to be working for us have power over the people. When they create division among us, they have, you know, the left fighting the right and vice versa, or blacks fighting whites, or, you know, this religion against this other religion, or, you know, whatever it is. There are so many divisive tactics right now that are being used, and they are being stoked. You know, the fuel is being thrown at the fire by the powers that be in order to create more division, to continue the divisiveness between us. Because this divisiveness is what creates confusion, is what creates feelings of powerlessness, feelings of lack. So when we remember what the fuck we are, and when we remember that we have the power, we are who rules. It's not the other way around. It's not the government. That is when we can enact real change. Real change. If we wanted to, we could overthrow the government tomorrow. If we wanted to. I'm not asking for that. I'm not saying that we do that. I'm just saying, like, that is how much power. If we all banded together, if we all came together as one, that is what would happen. But we're so consumed with who is right and who is wrong. And this is the other thing about political correctness and labels. We are one people. Humans are one race. I know there has been, particular races that have been stomped on, shat on. Like, I understand that. But this is when we need to lift each other up. Now more than ever. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you worship. What you worship. It does not. Those things don't matter. It doesn't matter if you're freaking gay or you're not gay. It doesn't matter. Labels are what create the divisiveness. When we realize that we are one race, that we are one, that we're all connected, none of that shit, all of these labels fall away. They dissipate. They dissolve because they don't fucking matter, and they have been created specifically to divide. We all are the same. We all are as important as the next person. This is what needs to stand out. When we remember what we're really here for, what we're fighting for, what we really want, and come together as one, that is when we can make real change. I know that I'm repeating myself, but fuck, it bears repeating, honestly. Because more than ever, right now is when we need to realize that labels do not fucking matter. That we are one. That's all that matters. That we can enact real change that matters for our future, for our children's future, when we come together. By the way, happy fucking New Year. 2022, I know this year, it's probably still going to have its difficulties, but there's going to be some major, beautiful changes coming into play. I feel it in my bones. I can't wait to see how this year pans out. And I know I'm going to continue to raise my vibe, to keep my vibe high, to continue to see the future that I want and not focus on the things that I don't want. On what we focus on is what we create. We are powerful creators when we remember that we are powerful creators, that our thoughts create our reality, that what we focus on creates our reality. Then we know it's super fucking important to focus on those things that we want to create, not the other way around. Not focusing on those things that are stressing us out or make us feel less than or whatever it is. Focusing on those things that we want to create. Keep that focus. And yes, it can be challenging to do so, but it takes practice. Like anything. You get better and better at it the more you practice it. So here we are, guys. 2022, this is our fucking year. Let's keep the vibe high. Let's keep focus on the future that we want for ourselves and for humanity. Don't just focus on what you want to create. Focus on that greater picture for humanity, on how you want the world to look like. This is super important. Remembering that you are energy, that you are light, and to focus on expanding that light that comes from every single one of your cells out into the cosmos, into the everything, beyond the universe. I have so much faith in us. I have so much faith in you. I love you. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, you legend, to the Frequency DJ podcast. I hope you enjoyed the episode and got something really meaningful out of it for you. If you did enjoy it and got something out of it, I would ask that you like, comment, and or share this episode so that others can get the benefits from this episode as well. And if you really loved it, I would humbly ask you to take one step further and go to my Patreon account, patreon.com/thefrequencydj, and subscribe to one of the membership tiers so that I can continue doing this work and share valuable information with you and people that care about what I am sharing. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, sending you so much love and lots of light. See you next time.